The words of Psalm 46 have been on my mind recently, and a friend recently asked me to read it for a project he was doing. So it got me to think about the psalm a bit more, and I want to share a couple of thoughts I have about it. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth gives way, though the mountains be moved into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, though the mountains tremble at swelling. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy habitation of the Most High. God is in the midst of her, she shall not be moved. God will help her when the morning dawns. The nations rage, the kingdoms totter. He utters his voice, the earth melts. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Come, behold the works of the Lord. How he has brought desolations on the earth. He makes wars to cease to the ends of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the chariots with fire. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. In this psalm, there's just two wee bits I want to mention and highlight. The first bit is the first verse, stanzas in the psalm. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth gives way, though the mountains be moved into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, though the mountains tremble at its swelling. This start of the psalm reminds us that in times of trouble, we need to take refuge in God. He is the one who will give us strength. But notice, it doesn't promise to take us out of the trouble. He promises to be a very present help in trouble. He'll be there with us. He mightn't take us out of it, but he'll be there to help us through it. We don't need to fear. We need to trust him and rely on his strength to get us through. Then the other bit of the psalm I want to mention is towards the end in verse 10, where it says, Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. You see, in times of trouble, we need to take that step of being still, being quiet and meditating on God, to remember that he is God, to know him, to remember the fact that he is the God who loves us, the God who sent his Son to save us, the God who is there for us. But it's more than just knowing up here in the head. It's knowing also in the sense of getting to know him as a person, of building up a relationship with him. This is being recorded during a time of trouble in our world, with unprecedented events happening, with the virus which is going round. And at times like this, it is easy sometimes to remember God, to remember that he is our refuge and strength. But when things get back to normal, when the dust settles, we also then have to remember him and be still in the normal acts of life as well, and remember him and follow him and worship him.